Oh, oh, hello. Hi, everyone. I think we're live. Oh, are we live or are we not? We are. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hey. Bonjour, dickheads. Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Live. We're live. It's Monday, the 30th of March. Cheers, everyone. Santé to those of you on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitch, wherever you might be. It's Monday night. I do this every Monday just because it's fun to hang out with you. It's a good question. Control Alt Supprimer. Which one is the right live? There's two. I know. On YouTube, you can either watch me vertically or you can watch me horizontally. Whichever one you want. They're both the same. And so how are you? I've got a new thing on my streaming software where I can now fucking stream that way and that way. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, on Twitch here, you can see the comment, because it's nice and wide. On Instagram, it's a little bit shorter. It's good. I'm just working through the technical issues, as usual. Right. Before we get started, Kristen Kim off of YouTube says, "Hi Paul, Doris and I went to Disney Adventure World yesterday and rode Frozen Ever After. You'll have to take Louise, but wait a while because it's a 3 to 4 hour wait. But Doris had a handicap card, so she fucking got in there like an absolute legend." Is that what you're saying? Basically, yeah. It was the Disneyland thing is a really listen. I understand that Disney have changed, have changed the situation there. They have changed. What's it called? It used to be called Walt Disney Studios. It's now called Disney Adventure World, and the world of Frozen, whatever it's called officially, has opened. And of course, my daughter is interested in going, although she stopped liking Frozen because she's too cool for that. Because we live in France in the '93. Yeah, I want to go, but I saw the chaos that it was. You went on day one, of course. It's mental, Kristen, for you to go on day one. But congratulations. I'm glad you managed to do that. Was it good? You didn't let me know if it was good or not. Do you know what I mean? You got to let me know if it was good or not. Hi from Issy-les-Moulineaux. Hello, Eric from Issy-les-Moulineaux. Ici, c'est ici. Oh, Siri now thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Shut up. Yeah, man. After watching you, my ADHD has become 4K, Paul. Oh, tell me about it. I don't have an official diagnosis of ADHD, but I'm pretty fucking sure that I have it. But it's a superpower. It was good, but I wouldn't wait 4 hours for it. We waited 30 minutes. Fucking hell. Nice work. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't wait 4 hours. What would you wait 4 hours for? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great question. What would you wait 4 hours for? In anything in life. Do you know what I mean? Like, not just, for a ride, for a park, it's outrageous. I would never wait 4 hours to get on a 30-second ride. What else? What are we waiting for 4 hours for? Would you wait 4 hours for a new Apple product? No. People used to, though. Oh. I'm doing the pinky. Somebody pointed out the pinky finger on the beer. No, people used to wait for 4 hours. When I worked at the at Apple, I remember, here's the most crazy thing people would wait for, right? Check this out. So in 2008, 7, I can't remember which, it would have been 2007, Apple released an operating system called Leopard. It might have been Snow Leopard, but I think it was Leopard. And it used to come in a box with a fucking disc that you would insert into your laptop or desktop to install, right? And I started work at 9 p.m. that night. to install all of the operating systems on all of the new computers in the store with one other guy. And the store opened at 3 p.m. the next afternoon, and we still hadn't finished. The store closed at 3 p.m. and then opened at 6 p.m. There was a queue miles long to buy an operating system on a disc. So yeah, people have waited 4 hours for an Apple product. I would not. People have waited 4 hours for a concert. Really? Really? A connecting flight. That is a good answer. I will wait and have some beers in the airport for a connecting flight. Hi from Bussy Saint-Georges. We have got a super gymnase pour accueillir les spectacles ici. I fucking did a show in Bussy Saint-Georges in that gymnasium. Hold on. Bussy Saint-Georges. It was horrific. Bussy Saint-Georges. Bussy St. George. This was the show that I was performing at. Hold on, let me just... There we go. Let me bring up the photo here. It was fucking light out. The light was coming through the window, and I don't even know why there was lights on stage. That is my show in Bussy Saint-Georges. Bussy St. George. No, I'm not going back. To be fair, the ride lasted 7 minutes. Oh, okay, so it wasn't too shit then. You would wait 4 hours for a Guinness? Really? What else? I waited about 4 hours to pee when I came back from the Mythbusters tour in Montreal and drove back home. Whoa, 4 hours for a piss. That is a long time. I mean, I'm going to run a marathon in a couple of weeks in 4 hours. I'm going to go for a pee. Didn't you quit alcohol? Oh, well, I did. This is non-alcoholic beer, but I did go back to it. I quit alcohol for a year and then decided that I needed it again. What else? Golden Links. Oh, we're waiting 4 hours for England to win the 4 hours? Only 4 hours? Fuck off. It'd be like 4 years. When was the last time England won the Six Nations? When was the last time England won the Six Nations? 2020. All right, 6 years. And we're still waiting. Did I see that Celine Dion is coming to Paris for 10 shows? I did. I don't care. I like her and I like her music, but not enough to wait 4 hours to buy a ticket and then 4 hours for her to show up on stage. I waited 4 hours for my girlfriend to do her makeup. Jesus Christ, Quentin. Oh, you got some issues, my friend. 4 hour Freddie Mercury concert? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, fair enough. You waited 24 hours for a concert. You're mental. You're crazy. That's it. Why? Why would they? Oh, goodness me. Can't wait to see Iron Maiden in June. Iron Maiden, are they still touring? I like it. I like it. I'm trying to think of a song from Iron Maiden. It was a little bit before my time. I was more of a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, but Red Hot Chili Peppers towards the end of their tenure. I mean, I had, By the Way, was one of the first albums that I ever bought. And then what was the second? There was a double. I don't know what there was, but there was a double thing going on. A double album. Stadium, Arcadium or something like that. And I just saw their documentary on Netflix. It was cool. Fat Sunny, you have a great name, by the way. Fat Sunny Ruhier Fossavath. What do you call yourself at Starbucks, Fat Sunny? I had a stopover in Dubai in the middle of the night for flights to Bangkok with Emirates. Never again, even if the flights were great. Only waited 1 hour for a concert or for a tea at Angelina's on Rue de Rivoli. Oh God, Rue de Rivoli, Angelina's, classic tourist destination. Have I been? Of course I have. Did I enjoy it? I don't remember. It was too long ago. waiting 4 hours for your son to fall asleep. Oh, God. The world of Frozen. It's crazy. The whole of Paris has gone mental. For Disney World, Disneyland, whatever. They do make things complicated, don't they, Disney? I mean, now it's a bit better. Now it seems to have a naming. You know, there's Disneylands and then there's Disney Worlds. I don't know what the difference is. I think there's one Disney World and every other one is a Disneyland. They used to call it Euro Disney in France. Euro Disney. Before it got rebranded to a more normal name. And what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know how many worlds of Frozen there are. Oh, what I don't understand is it's taken that long for Frozen to have its own thing going on. It's one of the most successful franchises for the franchise. And it never happened. Like, also, Moana, or Vaiana, as the Europeans say. Why doesn't that have a ride? Zootopia now is a massive thing. Where's the Zootopia shit? Come on. And Zootopia has been, that was a massive success, I think, in 2016, 10 years ago. Something like that. There's Zootopia 2 or Zootropolis, depending on where in the world you are. I don't know why they called it Zootropolis in the UK. It's called Zootopia everywhere else. But in the UK, they had to change it. I don't know why. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of Disney stuff they've missed with the parks. And I know what the reason is. It's because there's too many people that work in that company. I had it when I worked at Apple. I had it when I worked with Live Nation touring. I had it when I worked with Canal Plus on my TV shows. When there's too many people, good ideas just take far too long to get implemented. It's annoying. So yeah, I'm going to go. I've got some friends from Amsterdam who are going to come to Paris, whose daughter is 3 weeks younger than ours. And we're gonna go to fucking the Land of Frozen in Disneyland. When I did my show at the Olympia, there were a bunch of Disney employees in the room. None of them hooked me up. So we're gonna go, and hopefully it'll be around the time of my daughter's birthday. Although it's probably gonna be in the May bank holidays, which is a bad idea because it's gonna be fucking rammed. You know what I might do? I might fucking take her out of school for a day. That's probably what I'll do, is I'll take her out of school for a day, since fucking they're on strike again tomorrow and she's not at school. I'm like, fuck it. I would have booked to go tomorrow, but it was too close to the opening. They just opened it. Right. Apparently, I've pressed the wrong button. Zootopia ride is in Shanghai. There's a Zootopia ride in Shanghai. Okay, nice. The UK don't want to give hope to their citizens with Utopia. Oh, we love it. Good answer. I like it. I worked at Disney World in Orlando back in 2011. It's a fucking cult. I bet it is. I performed in Disney World in Orlando a year ago. And well, those of you who've come to see my show recently, you know the story that happened at the House of Blues in Orlando. But it was fun. The people were nice. The last time I heard something about you on the internet was about your bilingual daughter asking for reference. She spoke more French than English, yeah. Then sort of picked up English from you later on. How is her English now compared to her peers and stuff? Her English is much better, but she still doesn't speak it with me because I obviously speak French. And so she she doesn't care. She knows that I speak French, so she doesn't speak French with me. She speaks English. Sorry, she speaks French with me is what I'm trying to say. Because most of the time, either we're at home, but if we're out and about, I'm interacting with other French people. So at the shops, at the bakery, at the school, wherever I'm interacting with other French people, she hears me speaking French. So I can't pretend not to speak French. What I might start forcing her to do is sorry, I'm not speaking French. Not that I don't understand it, but I want you to speak English. We are trying to get her to go to potentially an English school Wednesdays next school year. Where my friend teaches, but she's got a test. She's got an English test in order to be able to get into that school. And so we're from what they require, her level isn't quite there. Now, compared to her peers, her French friends, her English is obviously amazing because the only English that her French colleagues, what do you call them? French classmates are speaking is either 6-7, because, you know, for some reason that has become a reference for 6-year-olds now, and 1-2-3, Vive l'Algérie, because that's what they're also talking about in our school in the 93. Le 9-3. Yeah, her English is good. It's not as good as a 6-year-old English kid, obviously, because her main language is French, but it's better than most 36-year-old French people, if that makes sense. Great question. You can run at least a half marathon instead of being in line at the new Frozen attraction. Dude, I can, yeah, it takes me 2 hours to run a half marathon, or it did last weekend. And so that would only be, I would have to run 2 half marathons before I got on that fucking attraction. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting 4 hours for in a couple of weeks. Going back to the waiting for 4 hours is waiting to finish my marathon. Oh, man. Other people work at Disneyland, 91 to 92, and Euro Disney, 92 to 93. There you go, Kristen. That's why you love it so much. Jordan, j'attends de te voir à Nantes ou à Austin, Texas, 2027 maybe. Probably not 27, maybe 27, I don't know. Austin, I don't know. America, I don't know when I'm going to be touring the US again. I did it last year and it was super fun, but I don't know why. It didn't serve a purpose. It was 5 weeks of being away from home, and it didn't really bring me any added value to my career, apart from the thousands of people that came to the shows, the 16 shows that I did over there. I'm sure they enjoyed me coming over, and everyone seemed to have a good time. I had a good time, but it was too far, too much money for it to be worth it. For now. Adarot, I ran the Arcachon Marathon yesterday. What are your time targets for your marathons? I just want to finish uninjured. That's my target for now. That's the Paris target, which is in 2 weeks, is to finish uninjured. Currently, I'm not injured, and my training, I've got this less than 2 weeks left, and it's been going all right, so I'm pretty happy. So as long as I finish it, my goal is 4 hours. Like, I'd like to do it in 4 hours uninjured. That would be the ideal. That's where I think my fitness is at. My legs, I don't know. I think it might be more that it might be, let's say 4:30. If I can do it in under 4:30, goal 1, you always need 3 goals, right? The third one being just finish. Goal 1 is 4 hours. Goal 2 is 4.5. Goal 3 is just to finish. But I'll be happy if I finish uninjured. I'll be in pain, but as long as the next day or the next, couple of days later, I'm all right. Does my daughter watch TV in English? Yes, she does. Everything that is in English, she watches in English. So all the Disney stuff, most of Netflix. Do we watch Prime? Not really. Do we watch Apple TV? A little bit, but there's less kids. There's like a couple of kids' films on there. Mostly in English. She does watch some French stuff if the cartoons are based in French. But yeah, it's a lot of English. So that's kind of also good because she's getting her vocabulary from there, which is good. My kids don't speak English with me either, really, although they're both completely fluent. Like you, I'm a Brit living in France. Interesting. Yeah, she's fluent. I wouldn't say she's fluent, but she's doing good. Right, too many comments, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit to the last ones. Luc Olivier, what's going on, my mate? Peppa Pig, she's done with Peppa Pig. She's done with Peppa Pig a long time ago. She doesn't watch it anymore. Paul, it's been a minute since your last TV gig. It has, Luco. Well, the last thing I did on TV was probably Top Gear, which was probably a year ago. Was that a year ago? I think that was the last TV thing I did. No, that incorrect. The last TV thing I did was the comedy festival in Benin, in West Africa, which happened in December and has been broadcast on TV5 Monde, TV5 World. once or twice. I don't know. Technically, that's the last thing I've been on TV. But yeah, there's not a lot of room for bilingual comedians on French TV, unfortunately. Doris, you can always go to Disneyland with me, and up to 4 of you can skip lines with me rather than use the priority lines. Oh, Doris! I might take you up on that. I love it. I know 3 people running the Paris Marathon this year. You, an American friend living in Madrid, who did the half marathon. Oh, so maybe we bumped into each other, and a colleague. Well, there you go, Irene. Are you going to come and support us? Ha ha. When's your next show here in Paris? It's a great question, Rue Patinama. I don't know. It'll probably be in September at some point. We'll see. Would you like to do Koh-Lanta? No interest. I mean, I don't really know what it is. I know it's like Survivor, where there's challenges on the beach, on an island, and they have to survive or some shit, and there's challenges, and people get eliminated, blah, blah, blah. I mean, maybe. Do you know what? I think at some point, you probably have to do that kind of shit to take your notoriety to like another level, if that makes sense. Probably. I don't know. Because I've always said no to those kind of things, if I ever get asked, maybe I'll say yes. What was the last thing that I almost did, but in the end, there was a scheduling conflict? Scheduling? It was fucking... I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing where you have to try and... It's like loup-garou, the werewolf thing. But it wasn't loup-garou because that's on Canal+. It was the M6 version of it on French TV, M6, where you have to find the traitors. That's what it is. It was traitors, but not... Oh, I guess it was celebrity traitors. Was it? Yeah, I guess it was, because my friend took part in it. But I didn't do that. Scheduling conflict. It was last year. While I was a Pekin Express. Yeah, there you go. There's another one. A Peking Express. That's such a fucking racist TV show. Although it's not, because that's a name of a train, isn't it? Maybe it's not, but it sounds racist. Who was the craziest Apple Store customer you ever had? You were a genius for 3 years. Craziest Apple Store customer. Well, I don't know. I can't think of... The first one that comes to mind right now is a lady who came in to the store to get her like computer repaired. It was like the old iMacs, like the white plastic iMacs, and she had put cling film all the way around the outside. What do you call it? I was trying to find the other word for cling film. Saran wrap, as the Americans would say. Cling film, du film alimentaire. She wrapped her whole computer in it because she was scared of getting a virus. And when the genius said to her, well, in order to repair your computer, we need to open the computer to get into the hard drive and replace the hard drive. She refused to remove the cling film from from her computer because she thought a virus would get into it. So she wasn't crazy. She misunderstood the concept of a computer catching a virus. So yeah, that was probably... She wasn't the craziest. That was the funniest one. What else have we got? When is my next show in her breast? Or maybe you'll try the head instead. Her breast. Cessin. I was trying to figure out the name of the place. Cessin, in the suburbs of Grenoble. What a great show. What's the head? La tête. You'll try the head. La tête. Or maybe you'll try la tête. I don't know which city is called La Tête. You could do TV shows like 100% Logic or other games. Fort Boyard. Yeah. Fort Boyard, a.k.a. the Crystal Maze. Yeah, I guess I would do that. I don't know. At this point, I don't really care anymore. I think in my younger years, 10 years ago when I started doing comedy, I was like really, what's the word? Really focused on my image and like, you know, the things that I wanted to do and the things that would, you know, could be good for my career, but I didn't want to be one of those people that was ringard. What's that word in English? Like, not old school. I've forgotten the word ringard. Ringard in French, in English. Old-fashioned. That's not the word I'm looking for, but you know, I didn't want to be what's the fucking word? But now I don't care anymore. I did what I needed to do, and I'm just like, man, whatever opportunity comes up, I would be happy to do it just to try it. Because again, I've never done any of those shows because I just in my mind it wasn't my vibe. It's still not my vibe, and I will probably fail like an asshole. But I would go into those shows prepared with like a thing. I would go in as a persona of an English guy, you know, and just like not know how to do anything because I'm English. Do you know, like that's probably the way forward. Did I ever see any celebrity Apple Store customers? Yeah, a bunch. When I worked in the Apple Store in White City in London, which was next to the BBC headquarters, quite a few people came in. I can't remember any of their names though. The singer Seal came in. I've forgotten the name of, there's a model, one of those supermodels at the time, who's now probably about 50 years old. No, she's probably older than that now. Well, like one of the top model back in the day. I'm so shit with names. Blonde. I feel like she's got like a German sounding name. Anyway, she came in. Steve Jobs, I guess he was a celebrity back then. Cherie Blair, who was Tony Blair's wife. Was he prime minister at the time? No, he wasn't. But she came in and I didn't know who she was. And she had a problem with an iTunes card where back in the day when you could buy iTunes money to buy songs and you scratch off the back, there was a code and it had been completely scratched off. And I thought she was a scam artist. I thought that she'd taken the card, completely scratched it off and was like, oh, I need a new one because it's scratched off, just trying to get an extra £50. Turned out to be Cherie Blair. I was like, oh, whoops. It sounds familiar. It's the same thing, isn't it? Right. Kate Moss. No, that's not her. Adriana Karen. No. Older than Kate Moss. Claudia Schiffer. Thank you very much. She walked in. Is Claudia Schiffer a fucking... Was she a model? Or was she an actress? Claudia Schiffer. Anyway, she came in. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost 9:30. About time for some fucking terrible translations in the house. So terrible translations. You can send me by email translations that you see that are ridiculous, that are done by morons in like restaurants, bars, whatever. And you can send them to my email address, which is translations@paultaylorcomedy.com. Right, so now let me get my fucking email up and see how many we got. We've only got 3 this week. All right, that'll do. Good for timing. Right, the first one is from Kenza Khalil. Hey, Paul, this one was found on the terrace of a restaurant in Corceuil-sur-Mer in Calvados, 15 minutes north of Caen. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not. You decide. Kenza, known as Bleu Marin. Oh, 1968 on YouTube on Monday evenings. Oh, there you go. Right, the restaurant, Le Restaurant. Ne faites pas bar. Don't be a bar. Ne fais pas bar. Don't be a bar. Merci de votre compréhension à la direction. Now, somebody's going to have to explain the French on that. Ne fais pas bar. What does that mean? Ne fais pas bar. As in, like, it's a restaurant that doesn't do... the restaurant is not a bar, Misha's saying. Okay. Don't be a bar. Ne fais pas bar. Yeah, okay. Because in French, you can you can reduce that, right? Ne fais pas bar. Like, ne fonctionne pas. No, what was the word? I can't remember what it was. Anyway, ne fais pas bar. What? I mean, it means that the place isn't the bar. Okay, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, right? You come to eat only. We don't offer alcoholic drinks. Don't sell alcohol. Great. These are all much better translations that you're coming up with. They don't serve drinks. They doesn't serve only drinks. Okay, yeah, great. Fucking morons. Right, the next one is from Zach. Zach says, more hotel translation fails. Hey, Paul, hope your running training is going well. It is, thanks very much. I couldn't resist snapping this photo at the hotel while I was on vacation. Nothing major, but the English isn't quite right, and calling it a flood risk feels a tiny bit dramatic for a toilet situation. Oh, let's have a look. What does it say? All right, Sani broyeur ne jetait uniquement que du papier toilette. That, by the way, is one of my favorite phrases. Like, ne jetez uniquement que du papier toilette. Like, only put toilet paper in here. Nothing else. Not even your poo. Just toilet paper. You can put your poo in the bin, toilet paper down. Right, where's the thing? Blah, 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 blah. Toilet paper only. Flood risk. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Risque d'inondation. Flood, yeah, you might use a different word for that. Overflow, something. Someone's asking what a sani broyeur is. It's a toilet that doesn't... it doesn't flush. It doesn't have water. I guess it's the contraction of sanitaire broyeur. Broyeur means to mix shit up. Well done, Paul. So there's a word for it in English. A composting toilet, maybe. That might be exactly what it is, yeah. C'est une toilette qui n'est pas branchée au système d'eau. Yeah, there's no water. Right, so, okay, toilet paper only. Please do not throw anything in the toilet except toilet paper. Yeah, don't put anything in the toilet, even your shit, except toilet paper, at the risk of flood in your room. Please use trash in your bathroom or room. Failure to follow instructions of use engages your responsibility. Thank you for your cooperation. It's a bit intense, isn't it, for a toilet? Jesus Christ. What does this one say? Économise, save 500 euros. Ne jetez que du papier toilette dans les WC. Tout autre, même une seule fois va bloquer les sanitaires. Okay. Oh, so it's saying you can save 500 euros by not putting anything else in the toilet. If you only toilet paper in the WC. If you flush another waste, even just one time, you will block the WC and generate flood from toilets. Tap, etc. Yeah, the English isn't great here. In case of flood, the hotel would charge you 500 euros. Thank you for your cooperation. You're not saving 500 euros, though, are you? Oh, God, that's amazing. Right. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué más? There was one more, wasn't there? Yeah, it was from Param Nara. Hi, Paul. Found this while scrolling through Insta the other day. Thanks for your Monday Night Lives. Gives me something to look forward to each week. Well, you're very, very kind. Right, through Instagram. Made in Turkey. Fabriqué en Inde. Oh, which is probably why the country changed their name. You know, the country of La Turquie changed in English. In French, it's always been Turkey. It still is Turkey. But there is no, what's the word? There is no misunderstanding that Turkey could be the bird. So Turkey, in English now, officially is, I don't know how you say it in English, but it's Türkiye, which is how you say it in Turkish, right? Türkiye. Excuse my Turkish accent. I don't know how English people are saying it. Oi, mate, should we go for a fucking lads trip down to Turkey, eh? Turkey, eh, you fucking wanker. I don't know. I don't know how English people are saying Turkey. Oh, everyone's still calling it Turkey. Let's be honest. No one's actually saying Turkey, eh? Fucking Turkey, eh? As Aiden says, Turkey. Turkey. Yeah, it's got the umlaut on the U. So yeah, I don't know how they're pronouncing it in England. I don't know how they're pronouncing it in America. Turkey, Turkey. Fun fact, Dinde means from India. Yeah, D apostrophe, de Inde. Is that because those birds come from India as opposed to from Turkey? Oh, Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will finish on Havish, which says, can you blow us a kiss, brother? I can. Right. If you're on Patreon, I will carry on. We'll carry on for the after party. Patreon.com/Paul Taylor, where you can support me, you can support the channel, support everything I do. Buy us an online beer, and you get a bunch of exclusive content and an extra half an hour of me talking shit every night. Every Monday. So Patreon, I will see you in a couple of minutes. Everyone else, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I do this every Monday, 9 p.m. French time, on the multiple platforms, and that's it. I hope you have a great week. It's Easter weekend, so I won't see you before. Oh, fuck it. I'll do it on Easter Monday. Is it Easter Monday next week? It is. Oh, lundi de Pâques. All right, well, have a great Easter weekend. Should you celebrate it? Or as the French would say, bon weekend, Pascal. Have a great weekend, Pascal. And I'll see you next Monday, on Easter Monday, or just any other regular Monday if you're not of the Catholic Christian religion. There you go. All right. That's it for now. Bisous. Patreon. See you in a couple of minutes. Bye.